G'day guys and welcome to Aussie English. My objective here is to teach you guys the English spoken down under. So whether you want to speak like a fair income Aussie or you just want to understand what the flippin' hell we're on about when we're having a yarn, you've come to the right place. So sit back, grab a cuppa and enjoy Aussie English. Hey guys, welcome to this episode of Like a Native, and today I'm going to teach you how to respond to questions, requests, or orders and demands with the response will do. And will do is just short for I will do that, or I will do this, or I will do the thing that you have asked or told me to do. So I'll go through some hypothetical questions or statements that people could say to you and where you would respond with a variation of will do. So for instance, your mum's asked you to go to the shops to pick up some milk because there's no milk at home, so she could say to you, can you grab some milk from the shops? And you could say, yep, will do. And yep, will do is obviously short for yep, I'll do that, but it's just a quicker response. You just say, yep, will do. If you were to say, yep, I'll do that, it's a lot more formal because you're sort of adding more words to the sentence. So you reduce it down to just will do when you're talking with people like your parents or friends or even colleagues, it's just a more casual way of speaking. Another example could be someone said to you, don't forget to be home by 5 p.m. tonight. So I need you to be home before 5 p.m. or by 5 p.m. tonight. And you could say, okay, I'll do that. And that would be the formal way of saying it. Or you can just say, okay, will do. Another one could be that your boss needs you to be at work early today. And he said to you, make sure that you're at work 10 minutes early. So that's an order or a demand. Or he could ask you, he could say, can you please make sure that you're at work 10 minutes early? And you could say, sure, I'll do that. Or you could just say, yeah, sure, will do. Another one could be your wife has rung you after you finished work and she said, can you please pick up the kids after school? And you could say, I'll do that. Or you can just say, yep, will do. Another one could be someone's asked you to take the dog for a walk. So they've said, can you take the dog for a walk? Or will you take the dog for a walk? Or they've just told you, take the dog for a walk. You could say, all right, I'll do that. Or you can just say, all right, will do. And the all right, will do, it's just much more informal, much more casual, and a lot quicker to say, all right, will do. And the last one would be, you've just finished work and your husband's called you and he said to you, can you please grab dinner on the way home? So can you go and buy dinner at the shops? Can you go and get takeaway when you're coming home so that when you get home you'll have dinner? I don't want to cook. So they've said, will you pick up dinner on the way home? And you could say, yep, I'll do that. I'll pick up dinner, no worries. Or you can just say, yep, will do. So now let's just quickly practice the pronunciation of will do. And I'll run through this 10 times, guys, and then we'll finish up. Will do. Will do. Yep, will do. Yep, will do. Sure, will do. Sure, will do. All right, will do. All right, will do. Okay, will do. Okay, will do. So that's really all there is to it, guys. If you start using this when people ask you to do something or when they tell you to do something, it's just another very natural and native kind of way of responding to these requests or demands. And that's all there is to it. Chat to you guys soon. See ya. Thanks for listening to the Aussie English podcast, guys. If you haven't already, please come and join the community on Facebook at www.facebook.com/ the Aussie English podcast, where I make daily posts about anything and everything related to Australia. Also, if you're enjoying the podcast, then please leave a review on iTunes or Stitcher or whichever platform you're listening to it through, as it'll help the podcast grow. Thanks again, guys, and enjoy your day.